Here we are live from Foothills Ice Arena, Lakewood, Colorado. The OTT Sports Network back on the air for the third time in 3 days as your Arvada PeeWee A are set to take on Krivo. Krivo doesn't normally play at this arena, I think Foothills does, but here we are anyways. Freezing our tukuses off as this rink, it's nice sunny 50 degrees in the parking lot, sun shining. It is about 10 degrees in here. Everybody's got their mittens and toques on. But that's what we do here for hockey. I'm just logging in here, trying to find internet in this solid steel shed that we're playing in. Squared up at center ice here. Warm-ups are over. I'm Harry Haviland. We're on the OTT Sports Network, all set to go. For the third one, as I mentioned, we had a loss on Friday, a tie yesterday. So that just means we're on a path for getting the trifecta this weekend. Squad's out here. We're still missing Lexi. I don't believe Bo's here with us either, so we'll see what they're going to do with the defensive rotation. Looks like they've got 4 out there now. Going to start the game with Owen and Jax on D. On forward is Calder, Alex, and Nick. In those black jerseys, Krivo in the red. Game is underway, and the first shot comes in and goes wide. Back out to the point. Krivo pressuring hard over the far side. Jax pushes that one out. Skating up the far side is Nick. He's got those wheels turning. Steps in, takes a shot towards the front of the net. Puck is loose, still loose. Goalie's trying to find it, sneaks out. Calder takes a shot, they dive across the crease. Blocking that one, back over to Owen. Owen clips it towards the front of the net, it stopped. Just getting going here, 30 seconds in, and we've seen shots on both sides. These teams both came to play here today. Krivo straight back into the Arvada zone. Pressured up against the board there by Owen. Picked up by Calder, spinning it back out across the blue line. Over to Nick at center ice. Coming back end to end. Nick flips it towards the front. Goalie kicks that one over to the side. Ripped in behind the boards. Back over to Nick. Trying to center that one to Alex. Bounces up. Krivo spins it out to the point. They're going to wave off icing as Jax came in. Got a stick on that one and Owen races back for it. Owen does a good job maneuvering around the attacking Krivo player, but they don't get it all the way out. Krivo holds in that blue line and skates in on the near boards. Off the boards, bank to Kai. Kai skates through and he's got it on his stick. Comes in across the red line, gets held up, losing it in his skates. Now he's battling against the ref. Collins in there to help him out. Back over to Cohen at center. He gets in there and the bigger player goes down. Cohen comes out with it. Centering pass looking for Kai in front. Kai now behind the net. He's got Colin in front. Gets tipped wide, but Colin reaches out, gets a stick on it, pushes it back to the point to Milky. Shoots that one into the front. Krivo stops it. Back out to the point. Milo holds that in. Back over to Colin. Colin turns. Fires, knocking the stick out of the hands of the defender. And back out to Milo. Milo dumps that one in, but it's going to be offside. And we get a quick breath here after almost 2 minutes of non-stop back and forth action. Both teams are ready to play here this afternoon. All fired up and full of energy. Welcoming all our viewers tuning in. Been sticking with us right through this weekend. Cohen, Kai, and Collins staying out there with Milky and Milo on D. Collins skates his way in off the faceoff, comes in, takes a shot, and just rips that one a few inches off to the left post. Holding the point in is Milo. Milo skips that one over Cohen's stick. They come in behind their own net, push it up against the boards. Krivo can't get it out. Arvada gets on it. Now it goes across to the other side. Arvada all bunched up there on one side of the ice again. Kai steps in, takes the player out. Colin over to Cohen in front. Now Cohen's pushing it into the corner. Towards the front, and Kai couldn't get that tip in. Skating back the other way. Krivo's coming out of their own zone. Being pestered there, and Kai strips him from the puck from behind. Runs over another player, and Krivo's setting themselves back up at center ice. They get themselves back on side. Kai flips that one up the blue line, not all the way out. Kick back into the corner to Jax. Jax spins that back around over to Kai. Kai can't get that one all the way up. Krivo puts it off the high-tech glass here at the Foothills Ice Arena. And then finally, that one gets batted down. It's going to be a high stick, though, as Krivo holds that in at the blue line with the stick up in the air over their shoulders. 10:57 left here to go in the first period. 0-0, Arvada and Krivo in this regular season bout. That high stick brings the face-off draw all the way back down. Back out to the point. Owen has it on his stick. Shoots it into the front. That one's blocked and kicked off to the side by Krivo's defender. Ethan in the corner. Shovels it towards the front. Evan in behind him. Pushing it up the far boards. Over to Anderson. Anderson's got 2 players on top of him, but still fighting for it. Coming over to help now is Evan, and Krivo kicks that one out. Owen skating over, gets a stick on it before Krivo could break out. Good job by Owen. Heads up play there. Back over to Jax. Jax trying to flip that up over the far side to Ethan. Ethan comes back and picks it up in the neutral zone. Walks in, offside. Fires that one, but it was blockered down after the offside whistle. Think we can maintain this kind of action for 3 full periods? This has been fast and furious. We should start a franchise. Alex at the dot. Kicking that one in. Nick's battling his way into the corner. Krivo gets a step on him as they push it behind their net. Nick circling out towards the front. Alex looking to turn. Alex turns, shoots, tips it just over the goalie's stick and into the near boards. Calder goes around one, walking his way towards the front. Oh, the one-timer and the rebound's picked up, and Nick buries the first goal of the game with 9:59 left to go. Arvada takes a 1-0 lead over the team in red from Krivo. Great job by that line, pushing it towards the front, getting the shot, looking for those rebounds, continuing to dig until they finally bury it home. The crowd is behind this team as they've been with them all weekend here. 3rd game, as I mentioned, and all of you have seen it too. Nick's going to try to do it again as he comes in. They stay on side, gets it over to Calder. Calder stick handles towards the front of the net. That one's blocked down in front. Krivo comes out, takes a body there from Alex. Skips that one past Milky. And Ethan's back in his own end. Or Milo's back in his own end, sorry. Krivo skates around, tries the wraparound. Wynn sees his first action of the game as he blocks that one with his pad and fires it back around the boards over here to Milky. Milky can't get to it, but Krivo keeps it in at the blue line, takes another shot. Wynn hangs on to it as the Krivo player was coming looking for a rebound. Not going to give up any juicy ones there. Arvada completes the line change as Kai and Cohen step out onto the ice to join Colin. Milo and Milky still on D, and of course that's Wynn in the crease right behind them. 9:21 left to go. Arvada with a 1-0 lead here in the first period at Old Foothills Ice Arena on the OTT Sports Network. Into the far corner, Krivo's walking in. Ryan the wraparound again, gets it over. Colin picks it up. Colin trying to bounce that one up over to Kai. Krivo keeps it in off a couple of deflections. Milky off the boards over to Colin. Colin up to Cohen. Jumps over his stick. Colin gloves that one down. Flips it up ahead of Kai as he was still trying to get into that play. And now it's going back over into Arvada's zone. Off the boards, Kai tries to go around him. Cohen comes back and picks that up. Now he's got a lane coming up across center ice. Cohen walks it in on the right wing. Takes it in wide, still has the puck with a couple players going towards the front of the net. Cohen hard into the corner. Colin helping him out. Tipped in front and off the goalie's pad. Cohen back out towards the front. Puck still loose. Colin turns. Colin fires. Oh, puts it off the back of the defenseman. That one stings a little bit, but Arvada still pressuring. Trying to get that in towards the front was Cohen. Runs it into the goalie who covers it up. Excellent sustained pressure as that line's going to go back off. Looks like they're going to be taking some shorter shifts than they were yesterday, trying to keep their legs fresh. Those 45-second to 1-minute shifts will hopefully keep these players going in the second and third periods. Evan wins that back over. It's still in front of the net. Going down trying to get that was Ethan. Anderson out to the point, over to Owen, deflected back into Anderson. Now around the far side, skates past. Ethan's chasing it down off of Evan's stick. And now Krivo comes into Arvada. Takes that shot, it's blocked by the skate. And then Ethan picks it up. He's got some speed coming down the near boards, walks across the blue line, dangles around one, trying to pass that one over to Evan. Now Evan's got it in the far corner. Evan flips it up over at the second attempt. Backhand's not reachable by Ethan. Now they're coming back the other way. Coming across center ice. Krivo stick handles, stays on side, walks in, and Milky uses that blade to tip it away. Owen uses that blade, sorry. The black jerseys are hard to see, and those are a couple of big boys on D that kind of look the same to me from this angle. Owen claps that one hard and out. It's going all the way down. Ethan's chasing it down, but icing's going to be waved off as Ethan does a good job continuing to pressure in there. Player goes down and skate it out to the blue line. Don't get it all the way out. Goes off the skate of Jackson as he holds in on his blue line. Off the boards, banked out to center ice. Picked back up by Owen. Owen has it on his backhand. Flips it up, but lines were changing. Now Calder's going in 1-on-5, trying to keep this puck in. They bank it off the boards. Coming in is Nick, fresh off the bench. Back over to Alex. Alex dangles across 1, 2, 3, 4, and then gets hooked down and just about choked out. It's no call on the play right in the crease. Alex was putting a little bit of swagger in his dangle, but couldn't get it all the way towards the goal. Ethan skating out. Ethan trying to get that over. Alex, the backhand, puts it off the post. Wide open net, and he clings one off the iron. Flipped up and stopped there at center ice by Calder. Calder turns back around, comes in across the blue line. Out to the point, held in by Nick. Nick over to Alex. Alex takes the shot. Goalie finds it in his pads, hangs onto it. 6:06 left to go here in the first period. Arvada's peppering this tenny with lots of shots, getting the opportunities. Just trying to get a couple more in there as they're up by 1. Going at the faceoff dot, gets that back over. That set play has worked before. Calling back in front, goalie hangs on to it. Going to Colin off the draw. We've seen that magic happen more than once. They just had another opportunity. Couldn't get it past that goaltender. Gonna try it here from the other side. Colin wins that one back out to the point to Milo. Milo flips it in. It's blocked before it gets to the goalie. Krivo turns it, kept in by an excellent stick of Milo and fired back in deep. Arvada chasing it into Krivo's end. Flips it out. Collins holding it in on the near board, shovels it across. Kai's a little bit behind the play. Now he's coming out to the point to hold it in. Turns it back, fires it towards the front of the net. Colin picks it up, back out to the point to Milky. Milky shoots, tipped down by Colin, out into Cohen in front. Now Cohen in the near corner. Cohen to the front, and Kai's got to get one of these times. He puts another one into the pads of the goalie off the 1-tee. Shot by Jackson goes in. Goalie gloves it down, hanging on. Arvada with all the pressure that they can put on this team right now, just trying to find a way to raise the tally on the scoreboard. 5:22 left to go here at the Old Foothills Ice Arena. Arvada and Krivo on the OTT Sports Network. Back out to Owen. Owen takes the shot. That one goes high and gloved down by the goalie. They're definitely out shooting this team so far. Just got to find a way to solve them. Puck still loose in front. I didn't think he was going to hold it in. It's hard to see those blue lines. You probably can't even see them on camera. But the ref was standing right on top of it. He whistles that one down as an offside. This one's going to come outside the Krivo zone. Another offside there. Arvada's going to make a line change. I pull out my phone here and see Laura Lee Sutherland, Tom Haviland tuning in. And I've got to apologize. In post-production yesterday when we were going through doing all the editing, I started seeing all these comments coming up. I'm just not getting them live, so I know everybody's out there. We've got fans in Florida. We got fans in Kansas, all across Canada that tune in loyally. Edmonton, Alberta, Leduc, Alberta, Estevan, Saskatchewan, Palmer, Massachusetts. I know you guys are all there. Trail, BC, Seattle, Washington, Palm Springs, California. I could go on and on for all of our fans across the globe. I know you're there. I see your comments after. I'm just not getting them live for some reason. Back to the action here as Ethan steps in, coming across. He's got Alex towards the front of the net. Tries to shovel that one over. It's blocked down and kicked into the corner. Ethan still fighting. Has Evan now behind the net, chasing it down. Evan gets a stick on it, spins it back out in front, and that's picked up by Krivo. Walking out of their end, coming across center ice for the first time in a while. They come in, blocked by and the players go down. They take the shot wide open. Goalie goes digging for it after. Took a little bit of exception to the digging after the whistle. Evan clears him out of the crease. And he's probably gonna see, is he gonna see a penalty for that? Yeah. No, he's not gonna see a penalty. Yeah, he is. Yeah, no, nothing for digging at the goalie after the whistle blows, but Evan comes in and cleans him out of the crease, takes a penalty for it. And Arvada's gonna be on the penalty kill here for the next minute and 30 seconds with 4:14 left to go in the first period. What is going on with my mic? Oh, there we go. Penalty kill unit on the ice. Calder and Alex skating it up through. Calder just continues to walk. He gets back checked on that one, stripped of the puck as Krivo turns it around at their own blue line. Skating through, stepped into by Milky. Milky knocks his player down, and Krivo shovels that one in, gets fired right back down. It's going to be icing, but it takes the seconds off the clock. Down to $1.06 left in the penalty kill for Arvada. Oh, there we've got Facebook users up here. I got to look at my phone for the Facebook. Where are the red and blue lines? You got to look closely. You got to get thicker glasses, I guess. Oh, just trying to get that one out was Alex. He was trying to get off to the races here. Milky kicks this one around into the corner behind his own net. Breaking out of his zone on the penalty kill. Flips it up off the boards over to Calder. Calder finds Alex. Clustered up here on the near boards. Calder gets his head smashed into the glass, but Alex fires that one in. Krivo resetting, getting set up on this penalty, on this power play for them. They're walking in on the near side, going into the corner. Milky gets a stick on it, breaks it up, spins it back around the other way. Now Milky's trying to get through. Milky gets hammered into the boards, and Krivo spins back around at center ice. Coming in 1-on-2, dangles around one, and Jax puts his stick on top of him. Going into the corner, getting a little bit physical out there. See how long the refs let him play with this. Wynn spins that around. I think he's got a double jointed wrist and elbow in that one, but it works. He hangs on to it with 10 seconds left to kill off this penalty and 2:54 in the first. Arvada still clinging to that 1-0 lead. The face-off deep in their end. Cohen and Kai are gonna come out to try and kill the rest of this one off. With Owen and Jax on D, pushed back out, shot attempt, saved, and over to the side by Jax. Jax off the boards, cleared out, picked up by Cohen, right in front of the penalty box as the player's trying to get out, and Krivo's laying on top of it. Oh, the puck jumped into the penalty box over there. That's what happened. They can't play it out of the penalty box. If Evan was smart, he would have picked it up and thrown it up. Kai would have had a breakaway. What was he thinking? Not thinking at all. Cohen at the face-off pushes it forward, one back to Krivo, but then Owen hammers that one up to Kai. Kai tips it up the boards. Cohen's racing over for it. Colin holds it in at the blue line, trying to find Cohen. Now goes around to the near side, into the corner, being chased down by Cohen. Cohen's on the ice, and Krivo comes back. Kai steps into that one, breaks up the play, pushes it back up the boards, but Krivo gets to it before Cohen can. Then Krivo muscles it in. Going in deep here for Jax to pick up behind his net, skates behind Wynn. Backhands it up the boards over to Colin. Colin off the boards, up to Kai. Kai's got a stretch for that one, and Krivo gets to it first. Cohen tips it down, breakout pass is negated, and Colin comes around, grabs this puck, walks in, just ribs one! Burying that one, top Jetta from it's just inside the blue line. Fires a cannon, makes it 2-0 with 1:51 left to go here in the first. There's the shot that we all know. Evan back out to the face-off dot. At center ice, Krivo wins this one, but being pushed around there by Anderson. Krivo comes in, Milky gets it in front of his own net. Got some time as the Krivo player goes down, shows some patience with the puck, then loses it. Good job by Ethan getting that one out. Now Evans on the boards. Back over to Milky. Milky coming through center, loses it. Turns it back around as he gets back into the play quickly. Evan on the far side, gets it banged off of his stick. Krivo picks it up, wires it around the boards with 1:20 left to go in this first period. Arvada with the 2-0 lead so far. Milky again. Lots of physical play. There's bodies all over this ice in the first period. We'll see how long the refs let them keep getting away with this, but I like it. Krivo at center ice, coming in 2-on-4, back over to the green tape of Milky, off the boards to Anderson. Anderson can't go around him. Evans saves them quickly, and they push it back into Milo's stick. Milo fires it right back up into that group. Now Milo's gonna go for a walk with it, gets it over to Ethan. They stay on side. Ethan comes in, takes the shots, blocked in front. Krivo spinning back out with a little under 40 seconds left to go here in the first period, coming in with some speed, getting the Arvada zone. Jax pushes him wide, forcing him around. Calder came over to help him out. That goes off the ref in the corner. Krivo picks it up, walking out, taking a swing at it and a miss. Wynn with the save, putting it up off the glass behind the net. Krivo back out to the point, 18 seconds left. They're coming with some pressure here to finish this first period. Jax takes it into the corner, gets a stick in front of it, breaking that up. Alex clears the zone. Calder has it with 6 seconds left. He knows he's got to shoot this puck. Somewhere in his head. Clock's ticking down. 3, 2, 1, buzzer. 2-0 Arvada to finish this first period. Rolling into the first intermission with some fire and a lead. Here we go. Katie, can we get a shot of all these people here in the stands? I want to show what the devoted. We say thank you to the OTT fans across the globe all the time. I don't think we've ever given a true shout out to the heroes of this team. These are the parents that are in here in their toques. They drive to the rinks. They support these players. These are the ones that we need to be thanking. And just so you're aware, not all of these people are as responsible as, say, me or Milky, and there has to be somebody in charge of all of us, all this team. Hotels have to be booked, flights, jerseys, stockings, tournaments, coolers have to be filled. You know there's one person that's in charge of all of us. That's the ultimate team momager, Ashley Maurer. Huge shout out and a thank you to her. I know she's not listening to me right now. I don't know if she'll ever hear this, but you can Venmo to the cause. No, but in all seriousness, thank you to all these parents. Thank you to Ashley for everything that she does for this team. I don't know if you guys at home realize what goes on behind the scenes to keep these kids on the ice and to keep things ticking. So thank you to them. And to our wonderful camera operator who just about lost it off this side. That is Katie Winter. You guys have been following us, yes, at OTTSportsNetwork.com, www. The same thing, Facebook, Twitter, Instabook, whatever else. I don't know what we're on. But yes, our loyal viewers are there. Wish you could be here freezing with all of us in the stands like these parents are. That can be here. Start of this second period, Arvada with a 2-0 lead as the puck is dropped and Alex wins it back over to Owen. Bouncing up the sideboards to Calder and then kicked in by Krivo. Jackson's back to retreat and pick up this puck behind his net. Puts it off the boards looking for Nick. Tips that one over to Alex, and now Alex has got a lane through center ice. He's trying to build that speed, pushes it up, catches back up to it, tries to stick handle around. Doesn't get it through the defenseman, and Krivo turns it back out the other way. Shooting that one all the way down the ice. They're gonna call that one icing. Barely into this second period with 13:29 left to go. Cohen back out there now with Colin on that top of the circle. What are they going to try to do? Oh, he just was in front of him. Back out. Kai holds it in, trying to pass that back over to Colin. Intercepted by Krivo, coming out the other way. Gets it off a stick, deflected. Jax keeps that out. Krivo gets back on side as Cohen's fighting for it here on the near glass. Kai comes in to help him out. They're battling against 4 players. Looks like Kai's spinning for it as 2 players are still just hugging on to Cohen. Krivo comes out of the scrum with the puck. Out towards the front of the net, it's loose and then kicked out to the side by Owen. Kai has it, he's gonna skate with this, passes up, find Cohen on the far side. Cohen walks in on the far boards. He's got Colin going towards the front, shoots that one, he gets deflected high and into the corner. Kai's the first one there to pick it up. Backhands or jumps over his stick, I couldn't see, but they lost it. Jax tries to push that one back up. He goes down and Krivo walks in. coming in wide, looking for the shot. Sneaks through under Wynn's glove. Krivo comes within one with 12:34 left here in the second period. Coaches are asking for something here, not sure what's going on.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know what he's yelling about.
Oh, he was yelling that we should have been offside up here.
We're offside.
That's what I thought, but
Now we're moving on.
but I'm not wearing the zebra uniform.
I'm not dressed up. Bing bong.
We're gonna get it going. Diana Sillison tuning in. I'm missing Bo out here on the ice, but hope you guys are having a good time. As your Arvada squad is up 2-1 here, Krivo just brought it within one goal, pushing it hard into the corner. That was Kai gonna get back out to the point, blocked down, and now Collins off to the races. Here comes Collins, he's got Cohen trailing him, walks in, dangles, takes him out of his shoes, rips one past him on the forehand. It is now 3-1. Colin tallies his second one of the game, gaining that 2-goal lead back. They skate to the bench, and Evan comes out here with his wingers, Anderson and Ethan. Back to the point, Milo back over to Anderson. Anderson tips that one up to the blue line. Can't see that blue line, and Ethan was just in front of it. I don't even think he realized it, but we got an offside whistle right down here in front of the press box. Evan wins it and then gets tied up. Krivo ends up picking the puck up on the boards. Evan comes in, bodies him off of that. Anderson pushes it up over to Ethan. Ethan back to Anderson, and he gets it! What a give and go situation that just turns into magic. Anderson puts it in under the goalie's pad. Goes up twofold. It is 4-1, never mind, goes up by 3. 4-1, Arvada is finding that special sauce, sprinkling it on the puck and putting it in the net. Here comes Jackson off his own blue line, coming up, backhands it up to Anderson. Anderson tips it in over the blue line. Walking around, stepped into by Evan, doing a good job bodying his guy off the puck, trying to center that one. Oh, and right there was Ethan looking for it. Anderson in the corner has some time, walking out towards the front. Tries to take the weird angle shot, just about had the goalie fooled, but he gloved it back down into the corner. Jack steps in off the blue line, pinching. Gets caught on that one. Now Ethan's racing back, trying to cover for him. Owen is forcing that one. Good job getting a stick on that, making the shot go wide. A couple of our Arvada players couldn't figure out what was going on. Now Anderson spins it back around, gets it up to Evan. Evan to Ethan. Ethan's coming around with Jackson going towards the front of the net. Tries to backhand that one towards him. Evan now with it. Players going down. Ethan's going to be the one to pick this puck up. Back out to the point. Owen with the shot from the point, deflected in front. Goalie gets under top of that one and then slashes after the whistle. Gave him a little hack after the whistle. They can do it, but we can't apparently. Evan Anderson and Ethan stay out there for this offensive draw. Evan at the dot, it gets picked up by Krivo. Krivo circling back behind their net, trying to get this broken out of their end. Held in up there by Anderson. Krivo turns it, still doesn't get it out, and then finally sneaks across the blue line as they turn it back around 3-on-2. Coming in on Jax. Jax waving his stick at it, pushing him into the corner, letting his team catch up on the back check. Great job by Jackson, follows that puck in all the way. Back out to the point by Krivo. They take that shot, fire it in 26 feet wide. Off the boards, not all the way to the point, and they can't get it out. Jackson now behind his net. Jackson hard off the boards, gets it up. Ethan can't sneak it out. Back to Jackson, gonna try shovel it back up the same way. Now Ethan can try and tip that out. Doesn't get it out, and then Krivo picks it up inside the blue line. Krivo spin and takes the shot. That one took a weird hop, and it goes off behind the boards. Oh. Now Evan seeing that there was an opportunity to send Anderson. He wasn't going to catch it, but they were at the end of a long shift. He recognized that and knew that they needed to get off because they were getting held down in their own end. Line change coming out here with Milo and Milky on D. We're going to have the line of Alex and Caller and Nick. Alex to take the deep defensive zone face-off. The shot, Wynn kicks that one off to the side. Milky behind his own net, hard off the boards, looking for Calder. Calder tips that one past the defender who's pinching in, but doesn't get it all the way out. Now he's got a second attempt at it. He's going to skate this one out. Passes it up to Nick at center ice. Nick dances around one. He's got one guy to beat with one coming in hard. Nick trying the drop pass, but nobody was there. Back out to Milo. Milo's waiting for everybody to get onside. Nick gets back onside just in time. Spins back around to Alex. Alex walking in the far side. Alex backhand, spins back to himself. A little bit of backhand sauce over to Calder, who doesn't get a lot on it, but Nick's in the corner picking this one up. Krivo gets a hard stick on it. And now they're coming out of their own end with some fire 2-on-2. Pass that across, and Milky gets the big lumber on top of that. Pushing it out. Sneaks it across the blue line. They don't know where the puck is, but Krivo has it at the center dot. Put that one in just onside, and Milo comes out. Milo trying to fire it up to Nick. Milo does get it up, but then Krivo picks it up. Back out with the guy behind the D, coming in one-on-one against Milky. Milky sends him wide, turns, puts that right into the crest of Wynn. He's going to hang on with 8:33 left here. Arvada's taking that 4-1 lead and hanging on to it. Line change brings Cohen out there with Kai and Colin. Defense core is Owen and Jackson. Cohen wins that one up. Now here comes Colin. Colin's racing in. He's got some speed and some strength. Cohen's trailing in behind him. Colin takes his shot. Hat's still flying onto the ice as he gets his third one of the game, making it 5-1. Coming in, just powers that one through the goaltender, who got a piece of it but couldn't handle all the lightning behind that rip. Cohen, Colin, Kai staying out there for this one. One forward by Cohen. Cohen bangs it over. Colin on the far side. Kai steps into that. Back over to Owen. Owen pushes it up the boards. Again, back over to Owen, holding it out of his own zone. Now Owen's got some room. Owen comes across center ice. Couldn't quite get a handle on that puck to stay with it. Jax picks it up right down below us. Comes in, Krivo flips that one out quickly. Obviously not all the way out because they did not call that one offside. Ring around the far side. Oh, turns it. Just snuck back onside. They were trying for it. They kept it all onside there, and then the one just came a little bit out over that faded blue line. They get warmed up in here. The temperature now says 12. I managed to take my hand out of my pocket for a quick minute. Evan wins the draw, and Ethan picks it up. Ethan drop pass back to Evan. Evan circles across in the high slot, takes the shot. Hung on to for another offensive zone draw here with 7:35 left to go. Arvada's got the 5-1 lead over Krivo on the OTT Sports Network at the Foothills Ice Arena in Lakewood, Colorado. Evan with another face-off win. Ethan drop pass. Owen with the shot and the tip. Gets it over to the far side. Backhanded back out by Anderson. Or by Calder, sorry, by Anderson. What am I doing? I can't see the black jerseys and I'm myself all confused. Jackson puts that one up to Anderson just a little bit too hard. Anderson chases it in, gets a stick on it. Defense puts it off their own net, spinning back around to the near side, kicks it up to his awaiting winger. They break this one up through center ice. Milo steps up into that one, gets it over to Anderson on the far side now. Anderson circles in the high slot, finds Evan. Evan takes a shot and scores! Great look by Anderson. Evan does not fail on that attempt, puts one in behind the goalie. It's 6-1 Arvada. This is what these kids needed right now, and the selfish part of me says I hope they just keep going. I can say it on this broadcast. I'm just not saying it too loud so I don't get a beer bottle thrown at me from the other side of the bleachers. Anderson here walking in again. He's got Calder on the far side, tries to get it over to him and stop. Anderson still has it. Krivo now coming back 3-on-2. Coming through center ice, gains the blue line onside, walk in, take the shot, that one goes wide. Back behind his own net is Milo. Milo goes off the boards over to Owen. Or Milky, sorry. Those two big bodies in black jerseys, like both play in D. I gotta look for the green tape, I guess. Milky's got that magical green tape on his stick. Oh, with the stretch pass, just gets caught up in the skates, but Krivo picks it back up. Spins back around looking for the shot. Sees the opening and puts that one in past Wynn's glove. They creep one more closer, making it 6-2 with 6:10 left to go here in the second period. I better not have put some kind of stupid announcer's curse on him. I'll throw a beer bottle at my own head. Look at this fancy camera work. There's like 2 different screens going on now.
I'm trying to zoom in because we're so far away. I feel like I want to get the...
Yeah, the press box here at the Foothills Ice Arena isn't quite Magnus Arena.
Yeah,
One up by Arvada. Couldn't sneak around there, but then Calder spins with it just inside the blue line. Krivo kicks it back out to center ice. They bang that one over to Milky. Milky's centering pass looking for Nick. Nick couldn't get turned around before Krivo skated into that one. Coming back, breaking that play up, and then over to Milky. Milky's finding Nick. Nick walks in across the blue line. Nick's got some speed coming in on his backhand, trying to turn back on his forehand. Still has it in the corner, has some time to walk out with it. Towards the front, the shot. Oh, Alex just about had the opening on that one. Goalie comes across in time to put a stop to it. Alex, Nick, and Calder staying out there with Jackson Owen on defense. White tape. I figured it out. They're gonna play 6. Oh no. I'm like, is that a new rule I didn't read about? If you're down by 4, you can have 6 skaters. Circling in behind, being pressured in by Arvada. 3 Arvada players in behind the net, gonna come out with this one. Skating towards the front, trying to flip that off a body, looking for the bank shot. Fighting for it in front and then back out to the point. Jackson has it. Jackson shoots it through traffic. Goalie didn't see it, but took it off the chin. Back out towards the front, turning Alex, firing. Another save. Puck is still loose. Goalie's down. Alex couldn't get a handle on that one. Krivo picks it out, turns and fires it all the way down the ice. Getting rid of that pressure as they felt Arvada was going to be doing something with that. Skating it down here with 5:08 left to go in the second period. Second period action here at the Foothills Ice Arena, brought to you by Moe's Barbecue. I don't know if you guys have ever heard me talk about Moe's. Maybe not since Vail, but I'm telling you what, I went there this afternoon. Me and Kai had a little bit of lunch before coming up here. They looked and they recognized their sponsorship from our Vail tournament. They laid out the ribs and the brisket and the sausage, and they gave it all to us, courtesy of their sponsorship. So you want some of that action? I take donations in beer and Whitney and barbecue, anything. I'll get your business right here on the OTT broadcast. Back to the action here as Krivo is circling in the neutral zone, coming off the bench fresh. Couldn't get it past Kai. Kai backhands that one out, looking for Colin. Now gives it to Colin. Colin falls down, blowing a tire there at center ice. Cohen chases that one in. Back out to Colin. Cohen steps onside, pushes it across the far side to Owen. Owen comes in. He's going to walk this one in. Still handling it into the corner. Trying to find the front of the net. Looking for the poke there. Colin couldn't get a stick on it. Cohen turns towards the front of the net. Owen has it. Owen with the shot. Oh, Cohen comes in, cleans up the garbage. Burying Arvada's 7th goal of the game, giving them back that 5-goal lead. It's 7-2, 4:09 left in the second period. Rebounds and loose pucks everywhere. Arvada is figuring out that if they put them in the net, they get that number to get higher on the scoreboard. That's just the way it works. On the near boards here, Ethan gets crunched hard with no penalty as he goes down. to the far side. Anderson picks this up off the boards. Anderson fighting for it, coming over to help him out is Evan. Evan backhands his way across. Evan comes in, looking for Ethan. Ethan with the backhand, puts it just up over the corner. On the far side, Anderson goes down. Evan behind the net. Evan walking his way towards the front. Another loose puck. Ethan couldn't bury that one. Ethan spins back around on his backhand towards the front of the net, puts it off the backside over to Anderson in the far corner. Anderson doesn't let them break that up. Held into the point by Milky. Milky spins back over to Ethan's side. Ethan was busy taking a cross check to the back of the head, couldn't get to the puck in time. And Krivo still can't get it out of their own zone with somebody down on the, I'd say Evan down on the ground there, fighting for the puck. Ethan comes, digs it out, Krivo gets it. Walking the other way, 3-on-2 across center ice. Big shot block there by Milky. Ethan goes down, back out in front. Wynn hangs on to it. Great hustle there. They're digging for it. They won't let Krivo take it out of their own end. That's key. Another key point to a game. Don't let the other team take it out of their end.
That's pretty much how it works.
Yeah. Getting some more shout outs here as I pull this up. Awesome passing. See, I'm not getting those ones. They don't pop up on here. They don't pop up on my Facebook feed. We'll do it again in post-production, but we got to get back to the action here as Arvada's racing in, staying on side, battling through. Evan was skating down. Nick was skating down. Sorry, line change. I was looking at my phone. Alex goes hard into the boards, stays fighting for it. Nick's over there with him with Calder in front of the net, circling. Alex being pushed up against the board, using some muscle there, just working his way out. Still has the puck skating behind the net. Circles back around. I think the net's off. Goalie keeps kicking. The net is off, but it's wide open in front. The net is off. We'd hate to have one called back for a net off.
Yeah,
These kids are working their tails off in the offensive zone today, crashing and banging. Trying to find those magnets. Alex over to a quick one. Calder couldn't get on. Stepping in from the blue line is Jackson. Jackson wants his turn at one. Oh! Just about finds a way to put it through as Alex falls down on top of the goalie and Krivo's coming back the other way. Jackson racing back to his position. Steps around Owen into the corner, coming in behind the net with some speed, knocked off his stick and then flipped all the way out. Bounces out to Alex. Alex up to Nick. Nick's coming across. Nick using his speed to get around the player. He's got Calder there with him. Nick coming towards the front, puts it off the goalie's pad and into the corner. Nick towards the front, trying to find Cohen coming in off the bench. Off the boards, Krivo's coming out the other way. Krivo coming across center ice, being chased down by Cohen. Pushed into the corner. They take the shot, get it over to Wynn. Wynn hangs on to it as Krivo was the first player racing into his own zone. Arvada finishes up their line change with $1.22 left to go in the second period. Katie's dancing up here in the stands trying to keep warm. She's got to keep her hands out. I got mine in my pockets keeping them warm. One back by Krivo, the shot. Wynn can't glove it down, but he kicks it over to the side. Jackson fires that one around the far boards. A little bit too hard for Colin. Now Owen tries the same thing off the glass. Jumps over a Cohen's stick, but Krivo's going to beat him back to that puck. Krivo in their own zone. Cohen's not giving up on him. Chases him into the corner. Takes him down. He's going to get a penalty for that. Cohen tried to go for a piggyback ride, and apparently that's going to be 2 minutes for an attempted piggyback. Arvada going all the way back down into their zone for the final minute of the second period. Short-handed. Did I just say final minute of the second period? Did I? I don't know. I don't listen to myself, so I just ramble on and on. Krivo pressuring on the power play, picked up by Colin behind his own net. Colin gets hammered down. Flails and falls. Still on the ice swinging for it, but Krivo walks out of the corner, takes a shot, brings this one around the boards, comes out to the point. They pinch in, staying in the Arvada zone, picked up by Milky. Milky hard around the boards, trying to find Kai. Kai can't tip that one out. Still can't tip that one out. Colin does. Colin gets tripped. Get up! Colin gets tripped and they can't get it out. Krivo turns it around quick. Arvada's still got to recognize they're on the penalty kill here. So they're getting pushed off the puck. Kai has some time with it behind his own net. Decides to go for a walk up Main Street. Stick handling through a few players, and now he's racing down through center ice. Coming up the far wing, walking through short-handed, killing some time off the clock. 8 seconds left to go. Milo hammers that one in into the blue line. Kai steps up into it, back over to Milo. He's going to fire that one into Krivo, but not going to be enough time for them to do anything with it here. As the buzzer sounds, Arvada's going to start the third period, shorthanded for the first 29 seconds, and they're claiming a 7-2 lead after the first 28 minutes of hockey. See that? I added 14 and 14 in my head without a calculator. Yay me. Oh, my back's cold from leaning against this railing now.
Thank you. There we go.
Perfect. Good work by. Oh, what do you, Jim?
No. We can look at the comments from our fans.
I can see it on there, but it's not on my live Facebook feed. Is what I keep looking on my phone.
OTT?
Yeah.
It's not there.
No. It stops once it gets full on my screen. It doesn't keep going. So I don't see it until I go to my computer and then I look when we're doing the post-game editing and
Hold on, let me
see if it works on yours.
Oh, we're gonna find out.
As for the hockey here, I'm giving some credit to Arvada. They're maybe not facing an opponent as strong as they have in the past, but they're gaining some of their confidence back, understanding what they can do by crashing to the net, working their way up the ice, making some great passes here. We've seen a lot of give and goes, some looks in front as they're recognizing the time they have with the puck, the time they have to be able to do a little bit of skating right now. Hopefully this all sinks in, continues to build with them. Next weekend, I don't think we have anything on Friday. We've got Saturday, Sunday, Monday games. It's MLK weekend. We're up in Lafayette for a tournament, hosted by the team that we tied last night. See, you can see them. I can't. How come I can't see them? Bill Stepankas, Lorley Sutherland, Tom Haviland, and we've got everybody else on here now. How do I turn this volume down? I'll do my best. I'll do my best. If I don't mention you, just know that you're here in our hearts and in our minds. We're thinking of all of you guys across the globe who continue to support us day in, day out, game in, game out. Hopefully we got something. We don't know what's going on. Period 3, blank screen, period 3. Play is underway, whether you can see us or not. Hopefully you can hear me. They come in. There's another diving play as Evan goes into the boards. They're still shorthanded. And now Evan comes out. Penalty's about to expire. Cohen's going to step out here in 15 seconds. Anderson couldn't shovel that one forward. So he gets taken down. And there we go. Krivo's going to get a penalty now for hauling Anderson down. That's going to be a hold. Penalty will expire here in 6 seconds. Arvada's going to have a 1 minute and 24 second. Oh, and now maybe another one. Sounds like a player was doing a little bit of chattering to the referee after the penalty was called. Oh, give him another one. Come on. Oh, it's going to be 5-on-4. Yep, 5-on-4. Well, 4-on-4 now, and then it'll be 5-on-4 as soon as Cohen steps out of the box for a 1 minute and 24 power play, if they need all that time. They're not the power play yet. In 6 seconds. Oh no, it's going to be. They are going to get another one. There's going to be 2 penalties here. Arvada's going to see a 5-on-3 advantage here in the next 6 seconds. The penalties are sorted out. 4-on-3 to start this. Drop the puck. They're trying to get another penalty up on the board. There we go. 2 minute and 30 penalties up there. I'm guessing for an unsportsmanlike. Don't usually get a penalty after the whistle for talking unless it's something a little bit rude. One back, Owen comes in, takes a shot, it's blocked. turns towards the front of the net. Loose puck. Spinning around on this one is Evan. Evan towards the front, puts it off the pad, looking to get his second one. Owen's in deep. 5-on-3 for Arvada for the next minute and 17 seconds. Backhander, loose puck in front. Goalie swings that one away. And now they're coming the other way. 1-on-1 with a 5-on-3. They skate in. Jackson forces that one into the corner. Anderson back to pick it up. Anderson goes hard, gets body checked against the boards. Now Anderson's down. He slowly gets up. They're wide open in front of. Take the shot. That one goes wide. Arvada's going to get a penalty. Ethan's going to get a penalty now. Not sure why that went on behind the play. I did not see it. My question was why didn't they get a penalty for hammering Anderson into the boards the first time? There seems to be continuous problems going on with that net. Wynn's just asking the ref to fix it again. Now we're 4-on-3. The rare 4-on-3 for the next 50 seconds. Don't see this too often. All sorted out. Jake gets an explanation from the ref. Now the ref's saying, hold on a second. Trying to figure out, I think there's some clock issues going on here. The clock issues, it's not the refs, it's not the coaches. Another, Arvada's getting 2 penalties? No, it's, we have no idea what's going on here. There's penalties going on and off the board right now. It's showing Arvada has 2-minute and 30 penalties. Krivo still has their 2 50-second penalties left, but Arvada's got 4 skaters on the ice to Krivo's 3 and only 1 in the box. So again, not a math guy, but I think I can figure out that there's just a clock issue going on. There is, as they take one of those Arvada penalties off. And we get set to drop the puck here with 12:56 left to go. Now the Arvada penalties off the board.
Maybe they're going to give him a save.
I don't know what's happening. We apologize for the delay. As the kids practice their Michigans behind the net while they're keeping their legs warm. All right, 3-minute, he got a double minor for something. A double minor for Arvada, so 4-on-3 for the next 50 seconds. Wynn lets that one slip through his glove. Milky up the boards. Milky has this one still in the Arvada zone, banging that one up the boards to Anderson. Anderson skates across, picked back up by Evan. Krivo turns, fires that one in from the right side of the red line. It's no icing as Milo's in behind his net to pick it up. Oh, never mind, I got it. Just trying to figure out how to work Katie's phone, but here comes Milo. Milo coming across. Milo steps across the blue line, stays onside. Backhand towards the front to Anderson. 4-on-3, Anderson can't get control of this one, spinning back out to the point. Turns, fires, kick back over to the side. Anderson now walking out of the corner, has Evan in front, passes it all the way back over to Milky. Milky steps into that one, shoots, loose puck in front. Players go down, Anderson's gonna skate back over to this one. Players are back to, it's 5-on-4 for Krivo now for the next 2 minutes and 3 seconds as Ethan's still in the box facing a double minor for, I'm not sure why. Krivo comes in, takes a shot. Wynn gloves that one, hangs onto it. Settle this down, get the line adjustments that they need out there. Linda Maisonneuve tuning in. My guest from Leduc, Alberta. Welcome to the game. Third period action here, 11:51 left to go. Arvada has a 7-2 lead against Krivo. They've got 2 more minutes to kill off of this 5-on-4. Alex at the face-off dot. He's out there with Nick. Bangs it off the boards. Chase it down. They decide not to chase it down as it was going to be icing. Almost felt like they could have caught that one on the slow ice. But they're saving their energy. They are on the penalty kill here. Bringing it all the way back down to the Arvada zone. Alex and Nick, Jax, and Owen. Wynn's still tending those pipes. We haven't made any goalie changes here in the first, second, or third periods. He's keeping his ground in there and earning his keep. Owen hard off the boards, back out to the point. Krivo keeps it in. Fires it back over to Jackson. Jackson off the boards. Over to Anderson. Anderson's got Nick on the far side. Nick brings it in. Onto his backhand, puts it to his forehand, shoots it towards the front. Anderson just about got a tip on that one. Coming back out to the middle of the ice. High slot in the circle there. Anderson, I've been saying Anderson. I meant Alex. Alex doing a good job here. And Krivo sneaks it in. Owen gets a stick on it, back out to the point. Nick tips that one back out to neutral territory, where Krivo regroups with 1:14 left to go in their power play. Back out to Jackson. Jackson just turns and flips that one as he was looking to peel off for a change. He was out there for that entire penalty kill. Icing is called. They're coming all the way back down. 1 minute and 1 second, or 1 minute and 5 seconds left to go in the penalty, and 11:01 left here in the third period. OTT Sports Network bringing you the action from Lakewood, Colorado, Foothills Ice Arena, Arvada and Krivo. Thank you. Krivo wins that one back, holds it in at the blue line, circling back around, getting set up on the power play. Flip that high bouncing puck just wide of the net, going in behind. Milo breaking that one up, but Krivo puts it back off the boards to the point, just out of Kai's reach. Kai pressures him towards the top. Big kick save there by Milky. Another shot gloved in by Wynn. He hangs on to it for another face-off. Calder's skating off. Cohen and Kai out there with Milky and Milo. 47 seconds left to go. Cohen wins that one, turns and fires, but it's going to be on the goalie. Kai's racing down for it. Goalie's going to make this pass out. Kai gets to it first, steals it, sees it, takes the shot, and just couldn't get it up over the goalie's shoulder. Back in front, Kai with another chance as Cohen got him the puck. Cohen and Kai holding the zone. Krivo now takes it. Cohen gets it, keeps it in on the blue line, gets it over to Kai. Kai takes a shot, and he fires that one high and wide. Cohen and Kai doing a great job of killing off this penalty with shots on net in the offensive zone. Milo on the far side is not going to hold that one in, but gets it at the red line, turns and dumps it back in. Kai was taking his time getting out of the zone. Doesn't make it in time. Whistled down as an offside with 10-11 left to go. 15 seconds left to go in the double minor to Ethan. I see it, but I don't get all the messages. See, the last message I got was at the top. I don't only get those ones. See? It just stops. I don't know. There's probably some setting, but I don't really know what that Facebook thing is all about. Wynn hangs on to it here. Penalty still hasn't expired, but we're going to get a defensive zone face-off for Arvada. Cohen and Kai staying out there with Milo and Milky. Milo over the bench getting some instruction from Lexi's. She waves him back over to the dot. Milky off the corner, held into the point by Krivo. Back over to Milo. Milo trying to find Kai, sneaks it up to Cohen. Cohen's racing, got the foot speed for it. Cohen's coming in, walks in. Backhand save by the goaltender. Whistle blows as the goalie hangs on to that burst of speed coming out of Cohen's legs. Couldn't find it, but we're back to 5-on-5 with 9:48 left to go here in the third period. Arvada still with a 7-2 lead, unable to be building on it here in this third period. Krivo's been putting a lot of pressure. Hopefully the penalties have settled down and they can figure it out. Kept in, dangled at the blue line. Now Kai walks in with it. Goes hard against the boards, trying to sneak that one over to Cohen. Kai stops it one more time. Kai comes in, shoots one, blocker down. Back towards the front. Krivo picks it up, loose in front. Cullen's looking for it. Centering pass. Another centering pass off the side of the net into the corner. Cohen goes to collect it. Cohen dumps it towards the front. Kai and Cullen couldn't get a stick on it. Krivo gets to it first. Whistles around the far side. Jax pinches it in on his backhand. Jax walks it back over. Centering over, trying to find Cullen in front. Kai steps up into this one as Krivo goes around, but he steals the puck from him. Here comes Kai walking in. Kai makes the pass over to Cohen. Cohen gets the shot knocked down. Kai in the far corner. Backhand spins back around, walks towards the front of the net. Trying to poke that one over to Cohen. Gets it. Over to Colin with the backhand, and they score. Colin gets his fourth goal of the game. How many shot attempts do you need before you can find a home? I think that was about 8. Colin buries another goal. Kai and Cohen out there with him. Probably tallying an assist at some point. Kai can't buy one.
I can't buy a goal.
Evan held up at center, gets it over to Ethan off the draw. Ethan comes in, flips one that's deflected into the corner. Krivo circling behind their own net. Poked away there by Evan, coming in to help him collect that is Ethan. Ethan gets knocked down by the net, and Krivo's skating out of their own end. Krivo on the near boards, walking across, skating through center ice. Still has his puck coming all the way in. Takes a shot after an end-to-end rush at minimal speed. Just couldn't get that one. It was Ethan at center. Dumped back in by Krivo. Krivo's now getting the shots on. Evan knocks his player down after both players came together. They were trying to push each other down. I don't see anything wrong with that. May the stronger man win. Ethan blocks that one at the blue line. Doesn't collect it. Now he's turned around the other way. Ethan still has a break. Passes it over to Anderson on the far side. Anderson back towards the front of the net. Loose puck. Glove down and held onto by the goalie. No loose one there for Ethan as he was digging for a rebound. 7:50 left to go in the game. 8-2 Arvada. OTT Sports Network and Harry Haviland, thank you for joining us on this freezing cold afternoon inside the Foothills barn. It's bright and sunny, 50 degrees outside though. Looking forward to getting back out there. Alex Calder and Nick out there for Arvada. Milky and Milo on D. Ringing one off the side of the net. Alex trying to center this for his winger. Chasing it now into the corner. Calder and Alex spins that one back around the net. Calder in there on one side, Nick on the other. Krivo rings it back up. Alex picks it up on the half boards towards the front of the net. Nick's looking for it, finds the loose puck. Couldn't get it through. Goalie stretches out, reaches and grabs one. Goalie is getting his shots today, that's for sure. Defensive line change here for Krivo. 7:29 left to tick off the slowest, coldest clock on the planet. Krivo in behind their own zone, backing it up against the boards. Pressured down there by Calder, over to the front of the net. Milky steps in, spins on the backhand, that one back over to Calder. Calder trying to dangle around, couldn't get it through. Krivo gets a stretch pass out, coming around one-on-one the other way. Milo blocks that shot and takes his player into the corner. They shoot that one behind the net, over to Milky. Milky up over the boards. Can't push it all the way out as Calder. They do sneak it across the blue line. Krivo dives to try and get onside. They don't make it in time. Offside call. And another line change for Arvada. Cohen, Kai, and Colin coming back out here against this Krivo squad with 6:53 left to go. 8-2 Arvada in the third period. Krivo wins it back. Arvada gets on top of each other. Ref blocks that one down. And Kai gets it up over to Colin. Colin finds Cohen just through his skates all the way down the ice, and it's going to be whistled down as an icing. Hot cocoa later, yes.
Hold on, wait, what's this comment from Tommy Adeline?
Hot cocoa?
No. Remind you of the Pioneer.
Remind me of the Pioneer, yes. I was talking about that yesterday when I said it reminds me of growing up. The Pioneer Ice Arena was one of the ones in Castlegar, BC that we used to play in. They actually had gravel on the ground outside the boards and cages around the corners instead of glass. Does bring back a lot of fun memories though, that's for sure. Well, I was a little bit warmer because I was on the ice, but you did have to wear extra socks in that barn, I promise you. Hard off the boards as Jack's trying to get this one out. Colin bodies it across the blue line. Krivo keeps it in. They come in, take the shot. Win blockers that one. Kai on the far boards tips it up. Now he's skating with it. Kai's gonna go for a skate. He's coming across the blue line, looking for it. Takes the shot. Blocked down in front. Krivo picks up the rebound. Now they skate out. Kai knocks it off his stick. Colin tries to get it. Krivo dives. Colin's gonna get a penalty for a trip as he was diving for that puck. Got his stick caught up in the player's skates. He hasn't been on the score sheet enough today. He needs his name in the other column, I suppose. He's had a heck of a game. He's been on fire skating. Just got caught on that one as he was reaching for the puck, but got tangled up in the skates. Penalty killers out here. Evan and Ethan with Jax and Owen on D. 6 minutes left to go in the third period. Minute 30 on the power play as Krivo's pressuring here, trying to get set up. In behind, spun back around by Ethan. Owen using the body, banging it up off the boards. Krivo keeps it in the blue line. Block shot there by Evan, and now Ethan has it on the far boards. Ethan coming out, trying to bang it up off the boards. Krivo doing a good body position and job on him. They go down, but Evan chases it in. Short-handed, stripping the puck. Spinning back around, Ethan's got some room. Ethan comes in, takes the clapper. Goalie dives for that one, blockers it down. Krivo's gonna ice this out of their own end on the power play. Short-handed. Chance here for Arvada with the face-off deep in the Krivo zone, and 5 minutes and 26 seconds left to go. I think I've got my voice back. 3 games in 3 days after all that time off. One back over by Evan, over to Anderson in the corner. Anderson takes a shot into the goalie's glove. They hang on. 8-2, 5:19 left to go. 44 seconds on the Arvada penalty kill. Looks good. Is that Tim saying looks good? They are looking good out there right now. Coming out with a lot more fire for all 3 periods. Getting a lot more shots, crashing the net, making plays like that, batting pucks down out of thin air at center ice. But he turns back around as Krivo walks in. Jack stands his man up and gets run over for it. Milo does, sorry. Couldn't skate that around as Anderson. Now back onto the stick of Milky. Milky backhands it into Krivo. Krivo walks in. All the room in the world and backhands that one up over the crossbar. Into the corner. They're still on the power play here. Working for it. Krivo into the front. Snuck out of the way here by Evan. Back out towards the front. Anderson picks it up. Sees hard off the boards. Just dumps that one out. Relegates the pressure back into the next line coming off the bench for Arvada. The defensive zone face-off is going to be taken here by Alex as he's joined by his line mates Calder and Nick. Jackson Owen step onto the ice in the defensive positions as Alex takes the draw. One back cleanly by Krivo to the point they take the shot, looking for the deflection. Wynn saw it last second and pads it over to the side. Jax with the backhand up the boards. Can't clear it as Krivo pinches in, walking into the corner. Spinning back around, gets knocked over by Jax, much to the chagrin of the parents in the bleachers next to us. And now Nick on the far side. Jack's trailer picks up that loose puck, and now Jackson walks across, gets it over to Calder, who didn't see it coming, was just getting his feet moving and lost it in his skates. Krivo up the near boards, coming in around, gets knocked up there by Alex. And turning back the other way, coming in 4-on-2. Krivo still pressuring, and Arvada sitting back on a lead. They got to keep playing here to finish this game off. Nick into the far corner. Nick shoots it down, looking for Alex. Alex tips that one. He's still got to race for it. Alex has got some time. Spins back around, looking to pass that, gets it over to Calder. Calder with the shot, loose puck, and Alex can't bury the yawning cage. The backhand shot, again Nick with the shot, Alex with another one, still trying to bang it. There is more bodies on the ice there than we've seen all game. And the refs are gonna sort out the scrum, see what's going on. Is there gonna be a penalty from this, or? I think once players were on the ice, there might have been some extra shoving. And Alex goes to the bench for it, to the box for it, I should say. Just gonna be the one-sided. Arvada on the penalty kill again. 3 minutes and 15 seconds left to go in this one. They've been playing a lot short-handed here. They're kicking him out. What did he do to get kicked out? I have no clue. All right, Alex is done for the afternoon. Not sure what went on. We'll have to zoom in on the replay. But Arvada's going to finish this game without Alex and probably shorthanded if he's getting kicked out of the game, unless it's just somebody's serving his minute and a half for him, I guess, without anybody in the box. Spun back around, play is still going on. Arvada shorthanded, trying to get another one here over to the near corner. Ethan spinning back around on the boards, fires it back in, tipped to the side by the goalie. Nick's chasing it in behind. Krivo runs over each other, giving Nick a wide open opportunity. He's got Ethan in front, picked off by Krivo and then pinched in, held in briefly by Milo, and then Milky's back one-on-one with him. Milky spin on the backhand, gets hauled down. No goal. No goal. They're gonna give him a penalty for hauling down Milky. The ref raised their hand and waved that goal off. It's gonna stay 8-2. This has been the longest 14 minutes of hockey we've seen. Krivo going to the box now. We're gonna play 4-on-4 with the face-off all the way down in the Krivo end of the ring. 2 minutes and 34 seconds left to go here on the OTT Sportsnet broadcast of Krivo and Arvada. This is a long period. There's been a lot of whistles, a lot of questioning, a lot of, like on an 8-2 game, let's play this one and just get it over with. It's Calder and Nick staying out there, one out to the point. Owen couldn't skate over and hold it in. Owen's gonna get it back, resets, flips that one all the way cross ice over to Calder. Calder's coming in, he's got Nick going towards the front of the net, gets it over to Nick. Nick takes the shot, blocker down, puck still loose. Still back over to Nick. Nick fires it into traffic off the back of the net. Puck still behind there, into play. Nick turns, body down by Krivo. Coming out, they can't clear the zone. Calder and Nick holding it in. They finally get that breakout pass coming in 1-on-2 against Owen and Jax. They dump it in. Owen chases them down into the corner. They turn, playing 1-on-1. Owen goes down. Owen's, no, Krivo's gonna get a penalty for a slash now. Oh my, oh my, oh my. Back to 4-on-3 hockey like we normally play. Kai and Cohen, Milo and Milky against 3 players in red. Minute and 54 and all kinds of other red on the clock, showing penalties for all kinds of things. All the things. This one goes all the way back down the ice. A little bit over our hour and 15-minute time allotment for this game.
We are.
OMG. Not sure who's saying that, but oysters, mushrooms, and garlic? Kai gets tripped, and then Milky can't keep that one into the blue line. Milky spinning back around, racing it down. Milky flips that one in, gets it ahead of Cohen. Cohen and Kai in on offense, pressuring this Krivo team who's trying to wind up and get it out of their zone. Cohen strips into the puck. Cohen walks in, takes the shot. Krivo's goalie gets it back over. Spinning back around is, they're 5-on-4 now. Colin steps out, joins them. 5-on-3 towards the front of the net. Kai trying to tip that one. Cohen in behind. Towards the front, Kai can't get a stick on it. That clears the zone with Cohen's pass. All the way back down is Milo to pick this one up. They're making a change. 5-on-3 up to Colin. Colin tries to find Cohen. Not really getting set up on this 5-on-3 like they'd like to. Instead of walking this one in. Now 5-on-4 as one of the players steps out of the box. 34 seconds left to go and 1 minute left to go in this game. 5-on-4 hockey towards the front of the net. Clearing it back out. Oh, Kai. And now Kai's going to get a penalty for body checking at what, for 2 players running into each other. That happened 3 or 4 times already. They're letting the clock run now. We're over our welcome stay here, I think, at Foothills. We got an hour and 15 minutes to play the game, and we're done. Kai finally got his name on the score sheet. He's been trying all game. 2 minutes for body checking with 40 seconds left to go in the game. Time's running down, 15 seconds. Puck is going to be dropped in the Arvada zone. Trying to clear this away. Wind's going to cover it up. That's going to allow time to wind down. 8 seconds left. They're not even going to get another face-off drop here. Buzzer's going to sound. Arvada skating to an 8-2 victory over Krivo in a regular season win that might come down to meaning something here as we're skating in towards the finals, and we got to be in that top 8 to make the President's Division to go for the state championship. So we'll see what happens. We've got a couple more tournaments here over the next couple of weeks, so it'll be back into action at Lafayette, and then we're traveling up to Michigan. Can't wait to bring you guys that in a couple of weeks. But until then, on behalf of the entire OTT Sports Network, I'm Harry Haviland signing out.